You read a lot?
I read a lot of tweets, I read a lot of comments. So I do read a lot because there be a lot of comments. Hey GQ, I'm Ice Spice and these are 10 things I can't live without. My first essential is, of course, a mirror. I like a sparkly one too. I've had this for a little minute now. Y'all probably seen this in like some music videos. It kind of feels like jewelry. It kind of like just matches and stuff.
Would you ever buzz down a mirror?
I think I'm satisfied with how this already just looks like jewelry, but if a jeweler wants to bust it down for me, I'll give you a shout out or something like that. My next item is a journal. This is actually an exclusive ass shot, so GQ, no one's ever seen this. Like, there's so many secrets in here, you have no clue. I'm not gonna like do this towards the camera. I know y'all will pause it on a frame and expose me. This is my journal for this year. It says all of my little nicknames and stuff because it usually, that's how my journals go. It'll be like 2018 to 2019, 2019, 2020, you get it. Each year the color is different. This time I wanted green because I love green. I feel like green looks really nice with my hair and also represents money. And it says Y2K on it because I started my album Y2K during this journal period. These little stickers are so cute. This baddie sent it to me. I write down ideas in here. I like brainstorm. I get things off my chest in here so that I don't go to you guys ranting. My earliest journal, I think, was in kindergarten. It was like a joint journal. It was me and my best friend at the time. Shout out to Amanda. This just really helps me with like my mental and just uplifting myself and all types of stuff like that. Oh, and manifesting, of course. That's really how this whole thing started. I would start as like manifesting journals, like especially early on in life. And then like gradually it just became like everything I've ever thought journal. It's always in my carry-on bags. I don't trust putting it in a checked bag. My biggest fear is losing this shit, bro. Like this is actually more important to me than losing jewelry. There's no insurance on this journal. My next item is some shades. There's some Gucci shades. These are actually the first pair of shades that I bought when I got my first check. I went with my mom to the mall and I got these. I gotta tighten them. These is my faves. I be outside in these. For the most part, when you guys see me, I'm usually not in shades, but if you see me in shades, I'm probably not really trying to be talked to. And if I'm on the plane, I like to sleep in them and they're just more comfortable. I think that's why they're so loose. I like lay down to take my nap and like put the shades on. They're like skinny on the side. I don't really like when shades have like a thick ass band on the side. I like when they're like thin. I usually like silver accents. This one is like a rose gold. I usually don't like when it's like a super yellow gold. These were like $400, I think. Pretty durable. I feel like I'm selling these to you guys. I feel like I should get a commission off the next couple pairs sold. My next essential is some tea. I usually drink caffeinated tea. That's what be helping me get through my really busy days. If I know I have a busy ass day, which is like typical, I'll have a caffeinated cup of tea in the morning, which I had today. That's why I'm awake right now. I don't know if there's a difference between UK tea and US tea. I bring around my own tea bags. It's more comforting when I have like the tea bags on me that I have at home. I like having tea after a performance. I mean, I have a cup of tea in the morning when I wake up. A lot of the times I'm just so busy and in a rush that I'll just like have my tea when I'm sitting in the glam chair and that'll be the breakfast. And then after performing, I like to have a calming tea. So I'll probably do like a chamomile at the end of the day when I'm trying to like wind down. My next item is a Goyard bag. I love this bag. First of all, it like matches everything. I just feel so bougie and cute when I have this with me. And also, this holds my jewelry, which we'll get into in a second. This is an expensive bag with expensive shit in it. I always have it on my person. My guard is always watching this for me. When I'm on stage, I literally can see it while I'm performing because that's how important it is to me. I never let it out of my sight. I actually get super pissed when I'm somewhere and I'm like, oh guys, like, where's my Goyard? And they're like, oh, it's in the car. And I'm like, somebody needs to get it immediately. Here is my other Goyard bag, which is basically the same print, and I bought them at the same time. One of the things I have is a kit. with like a cleaning stick for your clothes and like a little Febreze. Here's my waist trainer, which I don't really use, to be honest. I just have it for like vanity. And I'm always like, oh, I'm about to use it, and I never use it. And then I have these 2 books in here that I can show you guys. Shout out to Paris and shout out to RuPaul. They actually gifted me these, so shout out to them.
You read a lot?
I read a lot of tweets, I read a lot of comments. So I do read a lot because there be a lot of comments. This is all jewelry cases, and inside there's a bunch of jewelry, which you guys have probably seen most of. This is my most recent pendant, which I'm obsessed with. This was based after my tattoo, my butterfly tat that's right here on my arm. Benny made this. I'm so obsessed. Like, the Cuban is everything. It's so cute. Quickly, I'm gonna show you her. This pendant is very sentimental to me, and it is one of my favorites. I think right now this butterfly is my favorite, but I really do love this one because this is like a trophy to me. This is the first pendant that I purchased when I first got lit. Very, very sentimental. It's like a time capsule for me. I wear it all the time. My munchkins love it. Shout out to you guys. And then I just have some other stuff in here. But I do believe that's another segment. So we can save that for On the Rocks or something like that. My next item is a robe, very, very important. I always have one. I be taking my robes from like the hotel rooms that I stay in. You guys know I be wearing these little cutesy outfits, and I be needing a robe because everybody else be fully dressed and I just be in like 50% clothes. I use a robe for transport to and from places. Sometimes the seats be uncomfortable and I just don't want my bare ass sitting on things usually. I like being in a robe and having my tea. So it's really important to me to have things that make me comfortable and make me feel like I'm still home. I be missing my room and my house and stuff like that. My next item is some body cream. This is my favorite right now. I love the way this smells, oh my God. If you wanna smell like me, get this, because this is what I be smelling like. It's not very used up because I have so many. I brought like 8 of these with me to Europe because I just run through these. I'm actually gonna put some on now. I'm obsessed with these. Don't look at my chip nails. This is part of like my scent routine. I have a couple little things that I do. I have a perfume that I wear that I'll share with you guys later. And I have this cream and I just pair it all together. I smell like a cloud in the sky. I love the cute packaging, right? You know, it's pink, it's so cute. Since I travel so much, I really just like this because it won't spill in my bag since it's kind of like a screw on top. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just like pop open and like fuck all your other shit up. So this is goated. I have this yoga mat. I like to stretch in the morning, in the night. I first got into stretching when I was like really young in my room. My mattress was literally on the floor. And so it was kind of like my yoga mat at the time. And I was just obsessed with like contortionists. I have no clue why. I just like loved watching those videos on YouTube and stuff like that of like girls bending in boxes. And I really wanted to learn how to do a split. I just like stretched all day in my room. And then I discovered yoga mats and it just changed everything because if you stretch on a mattress, you're like fooling yourself thinking you're more flexible than you really are. Everybody should get a yoga mat if you're trying to like do more stretches and be bendier. Now we have my makeup bag. You guys know I love cheetah print. It's so Y2K. I started carrying a makeup bag in 8th grade when I would only wear a tinted moisturizer and some mascara because that's all I knew how to apply. The times were just different. I feel like if I was in 8th grade currently, I'd be applying like strip lashes and a bunch of other shit. And in my makeup bag, I have a bunch of stuff that I probably am not gonna show you in this video. I always have a brown lip liner though, and I always have clear lip gloss. That's just like what I need. Like if I have no makeup on, I'll put on like a brown lip liner with some lip gloss and feel fine. I be changing up my makeup bag every couple months because they just get so dingy. Like, I don't know what it is. This one's like fairly new. And I get excited over like dumb stuff like this. Like packing and see my makeup bag and just like boost my mood. All the products that I would use for makeup fits in this one bag, which isn't many. There's also a lot of multiples in here because I have just like my staple products. Doing my own makeup looks very different from when my makeup artist does it. She's also essential. Wish I could put her in this bag. My next item is pepper spray. Like I said, I travel so much, and you know what's so funny? Sometimes the hotel rooms don't be having proper locks. This just makes me feel a little safer. When I was testing it out before, like when I first got it, I was like spraying it outside and the wind blew it back and hit my face. And so I know how painful this can be. Yeah, I think all the girlies, all the baddies should have one when they're traveling. You'll just feel safer. Thank you for having me, GQ. Go check out my album Y2K, available everywhere. See you later.